Hi, welcome to this 20-minute mood booster and body blast. Doing any form of exercise is going to raise your endorphin levels in your brain. So if you're feeling a bit low, it's a great way to just put you in a more positive frame of mind. We're going to work our muscles to keep our muscle mass strong. That in turn helps to keep our bones strong, helping to ward off osteoporosis. Another thing that we can suffer from as we get older. We're also going to work our heart muscle to improve our cardiovascular health. So you will need some light weights or heavy weights or tin cans, water bottles if you don't have weights, or you can use nothing if you're just starting out. Have some water nearby, take regular breaks if you need to, stop whenever you need to, and just jump back in when you're ready. And let's get going. So always important to start with a little warm up, whatever you're doing, however quick you're doing something. So let's just open out through the toes, lift up through the thighs, just lift through the pelvic floor, draw the lower belly back and up, shoulders back and down, lovely tall spine, crown of the head reaching up towards the ceiling. And let's just take some shoulder rolls with a little knee bend, really important just to warm up through the joints a little bit, get the body ready for exercise so that we don't hurt ourselves. Bring the arms up a little bit higher and then just taking them up a little bit higher still, reaching through the fingertips. Taking some lovely deep breaths as we get into this workout. Big breaths in, big breaths out. Good, and let's come back to the center. Just open the legs out, knees tracking over the toes, and we're just going to start to move from side to side. I'm going to move through this class fairly quickly, but if you want to slow any of the moves down, please do. Work at your own pace all the time. And we're just going to reach that arm across, left arm comes across, opening out through the back of the shoulder. Still taking those lovely deep breaths. And let's move that over to the other side. Keep the legs moving, bringing the right arm across. Still lovely big breaths. Just check in with your pelvic floor, gentle engagement through this whole class and sweeping the lower belly back and up. Good, last one. Let's come back to the center. Just bring the feet back and we're just going to come into some little squats just to warm up through the thighs, through the glutes, and just swinging the arms, just squeezing the glutes each time you come up, and sitting the bottom way back so the knees aren't kind of coming here right over the toes. We're right back here. Still lovely deep breaths. Use the breath. Good, last one, and let's come back to the center. Good, let's just come into some standing cat stretches. Always important to warm up through the spine. So sit the bottom way back. We're going to curl the tailbone underneath, chin to the chest, and then let the chest just come down towards the floor, just warming up through the spine. Nice deep breaths. And then rolling up through the spine, coming back to the center. Good, let's come into some little cardio moves. So we're going to come straight into some skaters. So first level, you're here. That's all you need to do. Or you can start to make that bigger. And you can reach all the way down to the floor. If you want to work a little bit harder, pick your level. It's fine if you just want to stay at the more beginner level. And you can start to jump that if you are more advanced. We really want to get these little explosive moves to really fire up the muscles. Well done, and coming back to the center in 3, 2, 1. Well done, just keep the feet moving for me. My mat is migrating across the floor. Good, well done. Let's come into some high knees. So first level, you're just here, nice tall spine. So if you want to speed that up, you can. If you want to run that, you can. So depending on your level, these are really short bursts just to get our heart muscle working. So you're here or just here. You don't have to do the jumping. You can make that fast without the impact. You can hear I'm getting out of breath. This is where I want you to be. I want you to be able to talk to me still, but a little bit out of breath. So something's going on in the body. Good, coming back to the center in 3, 2, 1. Well done. Just keep the feet moving as we take our little breaks here. Breathing nice and deeply. Keeping the lower belly still, just lifting up, really important if we're doing any sort of impact. Just make sure you're protecting the spine by lifting up through the pelvic floor, drawing the lower belly back and up. If you can hear, I'm out of breath. It's where I want you to be. It's a really quick class, but it's effective. Okay, we're going to come into our floor touches with a reach up. First level, you're just here. And next level, you're going to speed it up, rise up onto the balls of the feet, or you can add a little jump. That's coming into the plyometric training, which is more of an explosive move, really effective for us to do, but you really need to work up to that. Okay, if you've got any lower back issues, don't add in the jumping. You can just rise up onto the balls of the feet. Lovely deep breaths. And add that jump if you want to. If you're jumping, land quietly, keeping the pelvic floor still lifted. Lower belly drawing back and up. Coming back to the center in 3, 2, 1. Well done. Really nice, guys. Just keep the feet moving for me. Take water whenever you need to. So we want to do the most effective type of training in the shortest amount of time. We're all busy. That's what we're doing here today. Okay, so just take this little break. Let the heart rate come down again. We just want these pockets of time where we just recover so that we can give our all for the next exercise. Okay, so these recovery times are really important. Okay, so we're going to come into our knee repeaters, and you can add a jump with that if you want. You can hold on to something if you need to, hold on to the wall if your balance is challenged. So first level, just stepping back, lifting one knee. And then you can rise up onto the ball of the foot, or you can add a big jump there. Okay, so there are your 3 levels. Pick the one where you feel comfortable, but when you're just pushing yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit. We want to challenge the body. That's the way it gets stronger. You can have a big leap if your back is okay. You want to add a bit of impact today, but remember, you could be here with no impact and take that a little bit faster. Okay, good. Coming back to the center. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Let's change legs. So remember, hold on to something if you need to. Starting low, and you can work up through the levels, rising up onto the ball of the foot, or a big jump. that's something you feel you want to do today. It gathers all the muscle fibers, our fast twitch and slow twitch, to get that explosive move. And coming back to the center in 3, 2, 1. Whew. Well done. Really good work. Keep the feet moving. Take some water. You should feel warm. You should feel your heart beating a little faster. Okay, we're going to pick up some weights. I'm using heavy weights today. So heavier weights do have a great advantage. They kind of trigger the body to act as it did before our estrogen levels started dropping. So, but it depends what level you're at. You can use nothing, lightweight, tin cans, or some heavy weights. Okay, so we're just going to come into some bicep curls. So just bend the knees slightly, shoulders back and down. And we just slowly take these really slow. And if you're not using anything, or you're using light weights, just really resist that movement. You can actually find that resistance in your own body. So as if I'm trying to stop you bringing your arms up, and then I'm trying to stop you bringing your arms down. If I was there holding onto your arms. Lower belly drawing back, pelvic floor lifting. And we're only going to do a few of these. If you've got lighter weights, you might go a little bit faster. But just play around with something where you can only do about 10 to 12 reps, and then you need a break. And relaxing that down. Well done. Put the weights down for a second. Carefully, always. Just stretch the arms back. And let's come in and work on our triceps. So always bend the knees to pick the weights up and put them down. Hinge forward, lift through the lower belly. Elbows are up as high as possible, and all that's moving are your forearms. The elbows and the upper arms stay where they are. So you're really having to use your triceps, the backs of your arms, to lift the weights. So trying to stretch the arm out as you take them back. So as I said, I'm only doing about 8 to 10 of these because these weights are really heavy. You might want to do a few more. I'm going to stop there. You might keep going for a few more if you're doing lighter weights. Just take a little break. Roll through the shoulders. Good, let's pick the weights up again. We're going to come into some shoulder presses. Open the legs out, so you can either just have the knees bent slightly. If you want to work into the legs more as well, bend the knees. And we're just pushing the arms up towards the ceiling. So really, again, you want to feel this is quite hard. If it's too easy, you may want to invest in some slightly heavier weights. Just move up in 0.5 kilogram increments, 0.5 kilograms if you're going to move up. But if you're using nothing and you're just starting out, this is brilliant. Just get your body used to these moves without the weights, or with some tin cans, with some water bottles. Well done. And coming back to the center, 3, 2, 1. Really nice, guys. Carefully put the weights down. We're going to come onto the floor. A little bit of body weight work. So into our press ups. So you can have, you've got lots of different positions. You can be here in your box press up. Elbows are drawing in towards each other. Nose is reaching in front of the hands. Okay, so it's not this movement, we're coming forwards. You can take the knees back. You can come into some full press-ups if you're feeling strong today. You don't have to come all the way down. You can try a couple full ones. Put the knees down. Go back to your slightly longer ones, or your box press-ups. Just play around with it. See what you can manage today. Good, last one. Take the bottom back towards the heels. Just stretch out the arms, stretch along the back. Roll up through the spine. Come to lie on your back. We're just going to finish with a quick little core blast. So carefully coming down onto your back. Have the heels together, toes apart, hands interlaced behind the head. Let the head be heavy in the hands. Elbows are in your peripheral vision. Gently draw the glutes together underneath you. And we're just going to come into our core crunches. You can start really slowly, bringing the head down, draw the lower belly down. We don't want the belly to dome, and we don't want the back to arch too much off the floor. Or you can keep the head up there, eyes looking up towards the ceiling, and you're really working into those fast twitch stomach muscle fibers. Remember, squeezing the inner thighs, squeezing the glutes, drawing the lower belly down. Remember, just slow this down if you need to. Use the breath. Good. Last one, hold it up there. Hold, hold, hold. Draw the lower belly down, lift through the pelvic floor. And slowly lowering back down. Super well done. Stretch the arms long, stretch the legs long. You can let the lower back just lift up off the floor. Breathing nice and deeply. Bring the arms down by your sides. Bend the knees, feet flat on the floor. Bring that right ankle onto the left knee, drawing that left thigh in towards your chest, in line with your left shoulder. If possible, your body will probably want to tip over. Just stretching out through the right glute. And let's swap over, drawing that right thigh in towards the chest, in line with the right shoulder. Stretching through the left glute. Just important to have a quick stretch out as we finish. Carefully dropping that both feet down. Roll over onto your front. Head on the right forearm, draw the left heel in towards your glute, stretching through the front of the thighs. And swapping over, right heel in towards the glute. Breathing nice and deeply, sending the breath to wherever feels tight. And relaxing that down, pushing the bottom back, stretching the arms forwards, just to stretch off through the back. Walk both hands over to the left, really drawing the right hip back behind you. And both hands over to the right. And coming back to the center, roll up through the spine, just curl the toes underneath you, just rock on your haunches, just stretching out through your lower calves and your Achilles tendon. And then we're going to slowly straighten the legs. They may not go completely straight, that's fine, but we're just going to walk through the heels. Fingertips are just on the floor, so the knees will be bent as much as they need to be for you to stay in this position, and just gently stretching out through the backs of the legs, keeping the lower belly still lifted. And then let's bend both knees, rolling all the way up. Good, coming back to standing, just take the left hand to the top of the back and just keep a gentle sway going on, drawing that left elbow across to show you from the back. Just stretching out through the triceps and swapping over arms. And then bringing both arms back behind you, just open out through the chest. You may be able to lift the arms up, or they may just rest on your bottom, but opening out through the chest just to counteract that very hunched forward position a lot of us have over devices all day sometimes. Well done. Relax the arms down, standing tall and straight. Lift the arms up, bring your hands to heart center, and just take a moment to see how you feel. Do you feel a bit more energized, a bit more positive? Remember this feeling next time you think you don't feel like doing a workout. Remember what a fabulous human being you are. You can do anything, whatever age you're at. Keep moving, keep breathing, keep smiling, keep laughing with friends, keep filling your body with lovely, nutritious food, and know that you're doing the best that you can for yourself. Relax the arms down. Well done. Thank you for coming to join me for this class. Have a brilliant day. Take care. I'll see you soon.